Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is Good Old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Get us started with the opening kickoff. So Ole Miss offense takes the field. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy.
Every single play, he'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find it.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. He pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
They'll send out the kicker here. And that is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of the
orange offense on the field. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Quick strike complete. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. He's got it. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Off the play fake. Incomplete, the defense holds.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Give to Brown. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Looking for a deep man. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the 1st quarter on a high note to no avail. 2nd quarter's coming. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. And the Volunteers in the hurry up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Vols have this offense rolling. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a lot of daylight, he gets 1 to the 32.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They've got the screen set up. At the 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And what a play call. You can feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Quarterback on the keeper. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They've just got to do a better job finishing.
And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll ride the hot hand. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Here comes the field goal unit. Knock it through from 38 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Rice came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Houston had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important. He's got it down. About that, what the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Vols headed quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Using his feet.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. In the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half.
Ole Miss, 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense set for a first down play. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick completion to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Brown has it. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Got it looking for a first. And the Volunteers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking for a man, it's Sellers. He finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. The play action fake. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the returner will be brought down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.